good, YouTube? It's your boy Mario. Will be coming at you guys today with our draft analysis for the Pokemon Battling Association League. Yes, that is a mouthful, so it will be referred to as the PBAL from now until the end of my recordings for this league, basically. So yeah, guys, really excited to present this draft to you guys. This is actually my first Gen 8 draft league. Really excited. It's going to be on Wi-Fi as well, so we will be live coming hopefully all of our battles if everything goes great. The draft took place about 2 weeks ago, so it is pre-home, so it won't have some of those new mons like Melmetal, Celebi, and all those mons that just came out, but the draft did take place about 2 weeks ago, so I'm not even mad about it. Really excited to get this thing going. Want to give a big shout out to Aaron for inviting me to participate in this season of the PBAL. And yeah, guys, let's just get right into it. So also want to give a shout out to my boy Trico and my boy Jay for helping out with the draft, along with Locke. My boy Locke as well gave some advice. So I think I had the 12th pick in the 16 pick draft, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was something along those lines. I know it was pretty like down below. I almost had the wheel pick. I think it was actually 14. It's either 14 or 16, or let me see. I'm trying to look it up real quick for you guys. Not that it matters too much, but I was more towards the bottom of the draft anyways. I'm gonna say 12 out of 14. Let's say that. But yeah, I didn't really know what I wanted to pick. I know I'd have a semi type of wheel pick where I get to pick and then 4 picks pass and then I get to go again. So I really wanted to draft something cool, but I knew that not having the first 6 picks pretty much ruled everything out. I wanted, to be honest, I really wanted to draft Dragapult, but it didn't happen, so it's all good. But our first pick actually was a surprise, because I'm surprised this thing made it all the way to me, because this mon is just super overpowered. And our first pick is actually going to be Corviknight. So Corviknight here is a beast, aka Nightwing. But yeah, he's a beast, man. He's just so bulky on both sides. I don't have Showdown open right now, so I'm not going to tell you guys exactly what base stats it does, but this thing is just a bulky steel, bulky flying type that can take uber hits. Only weakness is to electric and fire, which is really good, and you're going to see that plays a part later on throughout our draft. And yeah, things like Bulk Up, Roost, Power Trip, Iron Head, Brave Bird. This thing can pretty much beat all of its counters with sub, and with Body Press, Iron Defense is also a very interesting set that you could run. I've been playing a lot of doubles, so I'm not used to like singles as much this generation, but either way, really excited to get it started, especially with Corviknight here, such a powerful mon that can use Bulk Up, things like that. After this, I realized that I had my Steel Mon for my Fairy Steel Dragon Core that I was going to try to get going. So at this point, pretty much every pick has gone by, like Dracovish, Darmanitan, what else went by pretty quick? Can't remember, but honestly, I was just super surprised it's made it to me. So like I was mentioning earlier, this thing's main weaknesses are electric and fire, so I wanted to get something that resisted that. So I actually ended up grabbing Como-O. So Como-O is a pretty good mon. It gives me a Stealth Rocker, it gives me a Dragon type, also gives me a Fighting type, which is really powerful against those Steel types. This mon can be ran physical or special. It has the ability to do things like I think this generation also got Body Press, if I'm not mistaken. So Iron Defense, Body Press on this is also a beast, and it does resist Corviknight's electric weakness and the fire weakness, which is really actually pretty good for our team. So this thing can be ran super bulky, could be ran with rocks. Probably gonna be bringing like a throat spray set. Really fun. I love Como since last generation. I did pick him up. It's actually Como Bro. So for some of these mons, I have nicknames already. Not all of them, but most of them I do. But Como Bro right here, gonna be rocking it out. I think I'm gonna rock the shiny version though. I don't know, it's kind of weird, but I like it. I like it a lot, actually. I like the color scheme. But this mon gives us rocks, has great access to all the elemental punches like Drain Punch, Thunder Punch, Ice Punch, Flash Cannon, Flamethrower to hit the steel types. Not sure if I mentioned that already, but this thing also did get that power up move, Clanging Souls. So that actually is an Omni boosting move, which is legal to use. So I could bring setup. I think at the cost of 1/3 of your health, I think it is, or 1/4. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but I'll be definitely looking into it more once we team build. But yeah, this thing gets close combat now this generation as well, which gives it that powerful fighting stab. I think before it only had Drain Punch, so that's pretty good. Actually, did this thing always have close combat? I don't think it always had close combat, but yeah, this thing is just a beast. And going on to our next pick, I know I kind of wanted some right now I know I had a solid like defensive or offensive core. This thing's like kind of like bulky offense, because Corviknight is pretty bulky, he can be offensive. Como is pretty bulky, he can be offensive. If you know me, my favorite playing style is like bulky offensive, just because I feel a little bit more comfortable playing with that. Also didn't mention this, but we actually all agreed in the league to use the 10-minute chess timer instead of the 20-minute battle timer. So hopefully setting up and stuff like that won't be as hard or as rushed. I really do miss that 60-minute timer, but we're gonna have to work with what we got. But like I was saying, so next I really wanted another defensive mon. I wanted things I wanted throughout this draft were definitely I wanted like good speed control, because right now I realized I didn't have that much speed, so that was something on my mind. I wanted to get my fire, grass, and water core, so I was looking at like tier 4 mons, tier like, because me, I typically like drafting the 2 tier 3s, and then I'll look for free picks around there. But yeah, so next I was thinking Dracovish. Dracovish is such a problem right now in Draft League. So I was definitely wanting to counter to that. I knew going into the draft I wanted a water absorb mon, so I either wanted Vaporeon or I wanted Seismitoad. So I actually ended up opting for Seismitoad, which is pretty good. You know, it has access to Poison Touch. It also has water absorb. It also does have Swift Swim, if I'm not mistaken. So maybe one day I can bring, I don't know, like a Rain Dance set or something maybe I got in the back. Y'all never know. But yeah, Seismitoad, just great bulky defensive mon that can help on my team a lot. Stops Dracovish from really threatening my team too much. It does get toxic. One of the few mons, bulky walls, that get toxic, since this is pre-home. So not a lot of mons are going to be able to use toxic, if I'm not mistaken. And this thing is just absolutely awesome. It can be run physical, it can even be run offensive. I think it has 95 base attack, and yeah, it could just be a threat on both sides if I need it to be, but it does give me that defensive bone that I wanted. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about Seismitoad. We'll definitely be rocking out shiny Seismitoad, and I think I'm still going to be looking for a nickname. So if you guys have any nicknames, ideas for any of the mons that, even if I named them already, just drop a nickname down below, and I'll be down to look into it. So after I got Seismitoad, I was trying to grab Fairy type to finish off my Fairy Dragon Steel Core. I was looking at things like Sylveon, but then I was thinking, you know what, my team is very, very slow right now. I think my fastest mon right now is Como at base 85, and even though this meta is a little bit slower, I think I needed something around base 100. I wanted something above base 120. I was looking at Inteleon too, but I didn't want the double water type and the triple and then like double electric weakness. So I was kind of looking at Ribombee. So Ribombee, actually, Ribombee right here. So this thing is such a threat, and I feel like it's so slept on sometimes, because a lot of people just see it as either like a powder mon or a sticky webs mon, right? But don't sleep on this thing. It could be ran offensive with choice specs. It could be ran dual screens with Focus Sash, lead, just to help your team out. I feel like that's such a great set for a Ribombee to run. Things like that Focus Sash with double screens, moonblast, and a powder move. You could do that. I know I just said that it was known for being a powder mon, but it does do that job very well. But I'm just saying it does have other capabilities as well. So if I needed to be ran as a fast offensive mon that can just put in work with like expert belt, I could definitely do that as well. I think it has a base 124 speed, so that gave us a base 120 mon, which is really good, especially since there isn't that many. But this thing could be a great scarfer if I needed to be, or whatever I really need to do. It can really help out with the team. It does give us sticky web so that a lot of our slower mons don't have to worry about being too slow, and we don't have to run a lot of speed on them, especially things like for Komao. If I run a I don't have to run as much speed on Komao. I can run it more into bulk, which will help me get off that omni boosting move to help me sweep or do whatever I need to do as well. So really excited about that. Really excited for Bombay here. Gonna be putting in the work this season. So next after this, I was like, I have my Watermon. Let's get either my grass or my Firemon, because I wanted to round out my fire water grass course. So I was looking into things like Charizard. Charizard really caught my eye, but I don't know, I wasn't really rocking with it. I feel like Charizard really needs a life orb to be doing that damage, and with heavy duty boots needing to be run on it just to stop that fire weakness, really needed it. I was also looking at possible default options at this point in the draft, because I didn't want Corviknight to be my only way of removal, because I don't want it to be forced into that default role every week. But really excited about the next pick I picked, because it's actually going to be Chandelure right here. So Chandelure gives me a really nice fire and ghost type, and ghost types right now in this meta that we have right now, in this format that we have right now, is really good, especially with the lack of lack of knockoff users because of this being pre-home. It does really give Chandelure a lot of room to put in work with either a choice spec set, with either a choice scarf set to take things like Dragapult on. I'm pretty sure this thing will one-shot Dragapult with Shadow Ball being scarfed. I think it has a base 125 special attack if I'm not mistaken. Sorry guys, I can't open Showdown right now. I'm so angry at myself for not doing that before the video, but I'm just trying to go off what I know, which is my own knowledge, which to be honest isn't that much. But yeah, Chandelure, great fire typing. Fire types are also really good because not that many people have access to bulky waters. I think there's only like Seismitoad, Milotic, Vaporeon, and what else am I missing? I'm missing someone. I can't think of who I'm missing. There's only like one or other bulky, really bulky water types that wants to take on these fire type attacks. So Chandelure here, I think is going to put in a lot of work this season, so hopefully it can. Definitely need a nickname for this one as well. The next mon is No New Mon to me. No New Mon to me. This guy has been through it all. If you guys have watched my previous drafts, you guys know who I'm talking about. Drum roll, please. Cheezer, the Snorlax. So Cheezer has been an old friend here, and guys, I know the slide is a little bit messed up on this one, so I apologize for that. I didn't notice that it didn't have the box when I made it, so my bad about that. But Cheezer here, man, such a beast. Even with the nerf to the berries this generation, I feel that Snorlax can still be a really big threat. Things like Curse, Rest are such a threat with Sleep Talk, mono normal attacks. Might be a little bit harder with all the ghost types running around, but not everybody can get a ghost type on their team, so this thing can be free to do that. I also like the fact that this thing gives me a thick fat, so I don't have to worry about the ice weaknesses to my team or the fire weaknesses, which helps out the Corviknight with the fire weakness, helps out the Komao with the ice weakness, which is really good. Freeze dry on Seismitoads as well, just in case they do switch in. This thing's move pool is pretty insane. It gets grass coverage and what's that? Seed Bomb, I think it is. It gets Earthquake. It gets it's one of those Gen 1 normal ones, so it basically gets like every move in the game, both physical and special. You're most likely going to be running this guy special most of the time. I think it has a base 160 HP if I'm not mistaken, somewhere around that. I might be a little bit out of line, but I think it might be 110 actually, now I think about it. But This thing can be so bulky. Sometimes you don't even have to run an HP investment. You just need defense, def, and then the rest of the attack. So no, like I was saying, nothing new to the squad. So Cheeser had to be picked up. He's even waving at y'all like, I'll be here all season, probably kill leader, hopefully. But yeah, Snorlax I felt was just too good to pass up, especially with it being like 6 picks in and still available. So had to grab that. Next mon I'm actually very, very excited to introduce, because this thing is a not a beast, but it's definitely a mon I wanted to try, especially since Sword and Shield is so new. Really excited to actually use this mon. So the next mon is going to be Bolton, a good boy, Bolton right here. So I really drafted Bolton here, mostly on design. I love how it looks. I didn't really like Yamper too much, and Bolton I think was super cool. I wanted to try a new mon, and this did give me a base 121 speed mon I think I had, so it helped. It was either this or Heliolisk. I wanted to draft Heliolisk, but I was thinking like, let's draft like new mons since it is a new generation. So this does have 121. It does get the ability Strong Jaw, and it does get access to all the Fang moves if I'm not mistaken, like Thunder Fang, Fire Fang. It gets Volt Switch. It gets things like Hyper Beam, Giga Impact, Play Rough as well for coverage, which I don't really mind. Crunch as well, which is powered by that Strong Jaw. It does get Psychic Fangs as well, along with Bulk Up. A Bulk Up set could be very interesting. This thing can be ran either physical or special. Its special attack is 90 and its physical attack is 90, so it doesn't really matter. I could throw out my opponents every week, and I know this thing does get a couple of cool special moves. Like I mentioned earlier, it does get Hyper Beam. It does get what else did it get? Let me see. I'm actually having Sarah be open on my phone, y'all. I'm ready for you guys today. Thunderbolt, Thunder, pretty much it. Electro Ball. Probably want to be running this thing actually physical now I think about it. It does also get Flame Charge, which could be pretty cool. I've seen a couple of sweeping sets with Flame Charge. You just get faster, even faster than you already are. You outspeed all the base like 120 Scarfers, which is like Inteleon, Cinderace, all those guys. But yeah, that could be really cool. So Bolton, the good boy right here, was our 8th pick in the draft, 7th? I think it's 7th, yeah. So next, I wanted to finish off that Fire, Water, Grass course. So I knew this pick would still be around because people stay sleeping on my boy right here. We got the Afro Man. Eldegoss, hey, alright, so Eldegoss, I really like Eldegoss a lot. So quick story about Eldegoss. I actually was super excited to play the new Smogon, like OU, when it first came out. So I actually used this rain team that had it was like a rain team, but it had Eldegoss as like a Spadef rapid spinner, and it's like spun rocks off like every game I played, which is super great because it has like an insane base 120 special defense. Its HP is only 60, which isn't that great, but to be honest, that's all it really needs. It gets things like Leech Seed, it gets all the powder moves, it also does get Energy Ball, Leaf Storm. Let's see, what else does it get? Gets, I was gonna say Sunny Day, but that's not gonna matter too much. It does get Regenerator, which is an important part of it. This thing can swap in, take a hit, switch out, and then get that 30% back, which is pretty good. This played along the role of me wanting to try newer mods for this new generation, which is partly why I drafted it as well. So yeah, pretty excited to use Afro Man right here. It will be getting off a couple rapid spins. It does get that +1 speed too after the rapid spin, so I could. I seen this rapid spin set. It was like rapid spin, substitute, Leech Seed, and energy ball I think it was, and it got the speed boost from rapid spin, and it would just sub and Leech Seed, sub Leech Seed. Like, it was so annoying. So I could probably do that to my opponent a couple times, especially with having webs in Ribombi. Having a good rapid spinner, a reliable one at least, is very important. So after Eldegoss, I figured I'd draft, I needed a poison type, so I didn't have any grounded poison type. I was really scared about Toxic Spikes. I know how powerful Toxic Spikes are in draft league format, so I actually went ahead and picked up my boy Skunk Tank right here. So Skunk Tank, known for being a bulky poison type with that Assault Vest. typically taking those special type hits. Poison and Dark, it did lose its access to Pursuit, which does suck, but it does get awesome coverage moves and things like Fire, I think it's Flamethrower, I think it's Fire Fang as well. It does get Poison Jab, it does get Defog, which is pretty good for my team. I do have Eldegoss as a spinner, Skuntank as a defogger, and Corviknight as a defogger as well. Right now it's looking like Eldegoss is going to have to be putting a lot of the hazard away, but nonetheless, Skuntank right here, just picked him up because he was the best tier 5 available at the moment. And for my last pick, I was actually torn between a couple of people. Let's see, I was torn between 2 mons. I didn't know who to draft. I'm trying to remember right now. Sorry guys, I'm super unprepared. Honestly, I haven't been recording a lot. I've actually been pretty busy with school and stuff. But yes, so these last 2 picks, I was torn between either using Espeon or Indeedee. So I figured Espeon was probably better. Like, this team could have been a little bit better. You know, I could have had Heliolisk. I could have had what else was I debating on getting? I was actually debating on getting Stonejourner as well. So Stonejourner was also a possibility because I really wanted to use him. He's pretty sick with like double dance, like Solar's Dance. I think he hits Rock Polish, so he's pretty powerful like that. And with webs and with base 80, I was really looking at using him, but I just ended up actually picking up Indeedee. So we actually get both forms of Indeedee, which is pretty cool. This thing is really actually pretty powerful. With choice specs, it rips holes within teams. It gets Mystical Fire for those steel types. This thing does get Trick Room as well if I ever want to run a Trick Room type of team. If I see that my opponent has a really fast team, I might want to use the Trick Room. But this thing just offered me a pretty fast Psychic type, which I wanted. I knew I know I needed a Psychic type, so I really wanted to draft Indeedee. Psychic Normal does give me that Ghost Resist as well with Snorlax, which is pretty cool, so things like Dragapult can't really mess me up too bad. But this thing is just going to come in, either set up Trick Room for my team to help out my slower mons like Snorlax as well, with a Belly Drum set could be really interesting, so I figured that gave me good synergy. The only thing I kind of regretted was the removal with Magic Bounce, but I think using a new mon will be funner, and I think that Indeedee will offer me more utility at least. So that's gonna end our draft right there, guys. Sorry for the lack of showdown. I know usually it's better when you showdown, you show the moves that these mons learn and stuff, but I just couldn't work it into my system, to be honest. But I will be better for you guys. First video will be going up next Sunday. This video should be posted on Sunday, so Sunday is going to be our league days. So in the description below, hopefully you'll find a link to our PBAL Twitter, the YouTube, and then hopefully I'll have a list of all the coaches in the description as well, so that you guys can follow them. Would really appreciate you guys giving them a follow so you can watch both sides of the battle of who I'm playing. But nonetheless, guys, if you guys are rooting for those Happy Valley Hariyamas, make sure to leave a like on this video. Also, if you guys are new watching my video for the first time, make sure to subscribe so you guys can catch all these W's, all these L's that we're catching. Hopefully they're all W's though. Come on, let go, guys. New season, let's go. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.